Bwana Nyanza.
Yes, sir.
Mawulire siga ssanyu. The basketball fraternity lost a very promising talent in Maxine. I know that so many people have come up to give their opinions about how big the talent was and how big the loss is for this country.
Yes.
Naye, I just want to listen to your thoughts about.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. May her soul rest in eternal peace. And when you talk about such talents, it's a very big vacuum left back in regards to our basketball, both for girls and boys, because such young talents help us on national duties, where we avoid the card that has been played over time, where when we come to national duties, we depend on foreign players.
Imports.
Yeah, imports. Yep. Often. So when you look at a talent like that leaving us so soon, it's a very big gap, because it's just so sad. It's just so sad.
Yeah, I learned that she started her basketball career in the COVID time. That means that there were just a couple of years.
Yeah, and when you look at just a couple of years, she's just 18 years old. And when you look at COVID, that means that was about 12 years, she was like 12 years then. Mm-hmm. And right now, we are losing out on such talent. Already she was on the junior Gazelles team. She was playing for Senua. So when you look at all those things going, actually, she was also, I think, the MVP on the FIBA 3-on-3 tournament. I think, I'm not so sure about there, but from the feeds that have been going around, she was a really young, decorated young girl, and she had a lot of potential, and it's so sad. It's so sad. There's nothing that can cover up this kind of situation, but it also takes us deeper into this conversation that how best should we prepare for such moments as the basketball community, in regards to injuries, let me say recovery, treatment. I would say who should
appropriate referrals,
yes. Who should be,
who is responsible,
exactly, such things. Because I've seen some scenarios where players have gotten injuries, players have gone under surgeries, some have recovered. You've seen Titus has been struggling with an injury. Remember, he's called Ibanda. There's a player of UCU.
Yes.
He also had an injury. I've seen, because those are all recoveries from the injuries, and the question would be, who should be spearheading treatment for these players? Because I've also seen scenarios where guys get injuries and that's their last time they're on the floor.
Yeah, the question of health is can never be played around with, especially when it comes to athletics and talents here in Uganda. They're not an exception.
Yes.
But of course, with priority, health is health. You get it?
Yeah, definitely.
And of course, somewhere on Twitter, I think when I was passing by, someone was putting it like, how can a knee injury end up into death? And when it comes to health, it is not like a telephone you take to that person to make well. You get it? We are dealing with one shot at life, and that is it. So I think it is a valid question.
Yes.
Of probably standardizing it, knowing this is the place of care for players.
Yes.
And conversations in that direction. Yes. I believe that is what you're proposing.
Yeah, definitely. Just maybe change of words, but when you come back to the meaning of the whole scenario, that's exactly. And sometimes we need a proper peer, that someone comes out officially to explain and not criminalize maybe the doctors or the facilities, to understand in depth and the figure of authority to come and address us, I would say.
Yeah, surely.
The people who don't know exactly the medical language and what are the possibilities that can happen. Because for the parents, you can't explain much. But for a layman who doesn't understand, because me personally, the question would be, why would a knee injury cause death? You get it? That's the layman's
It is very
thoughts.
misleading. Actually, I also watched one of the people in the basketball fraternity asking, how can a knee injury lead to death? But of course, I come from a health background. I'm a health worker. I understand that it might have been a knee injury, but it had something to do with surgery. And of course, like you're proposing right now, that accurate publicity, not a fly around of words, can be very beneficial in the sense, because now that becomes very misleading. A knee injury and then death. You get it? It becomes very misleading. But rather the detail of what happened now, you get it accurately, that can be good to explain probably what could have gone down in the hospitals. Because I think this someone was trying to insinuate the fact that health workers were negligent. He was trying to put up things like which kind of health facilities that, how can any injury end up in death? You get it? And there are lots of there is a lot of missing information in between the statement of knee injury and death. Actually, so putting it out to the health, because no health worker wakes up to come and do actually in their oath there is do no harm. You get it? So to put it that yes, it could have been no one has the accurate information. You get it? So do not try to put it out here that health workers did not do what they, because the report is not here. Are you sure they did not? You get it?
Yeah, that's why I would say it's very important, as words are flying around. It's very important to come out with official communication. Either, I don't know if it's supposed to be coming from the hospital in collaboration with FUBA, to, it's a hearsay kind of conversation. Those conversations on when you're sitting on a border, and they tell you things, that don't add up, but in the moment they look like they make sense. You get it? But remember, these are people who are grieved. They've lost their child. These are friends who have lost their friend. These are coaches who have lost their best player. This is a country which has lost like a player. You get it? I'm not saying other people are not as important to the country, but we are talking about basketball right now, and I think it's very, very important we get those official communications from FUBA, and also, God forbid, we're not like preparing for death, but it's inevitable. It's inevitable, and it's a two-edged sword that one person might say someone was negligent, and the other person might say that's fate.